you saw, both in practice and in the preseason games, that maybe has made this team better?
I mean, it's nice to get some confidence. I think you get a few wins under your belt, play hockey the right way. I mean, even a couple of games that we lost, I thought were real solid efforts. So I think just the fact that you can kind of get that confidence in your game early on, I think is big for our locker room. So we're just going to try to ride that into the regular season. I think we've done a good job, kind of knowing what our job is out there, system-wise, individual-wise. So I think that just gets everybody excited for the real stuff.
Let's talk the positives first. What has made almost immediate chemistry between you and Josh Norris and Benson as a line?
Yeah, I mean, we played a few games last year together and had some pretty good success. I know it was a short sample, but I think it's just kind of one of those things where you got natural chemistry. I mean, sometimes it's hard to explain. I feel like obviously he's got a tremendous amount of speed and the ability to hold on to pucks and makes plays. And obviously when he's in the right spot and gets the puck on his stick, he can score. So, obviously Benny, I've played with him quite a bit, and me and him already click and know each other's tendencies where we're going to be on the ice. So, I think that's great too. What preseason's for is getting used to playing with these guys and talking on the bench and finding out what certain guys like, where they like to be on the ice, and the confidence is a big thing too. When you start playing and getting some points together and making some plays, things just kind of start to flow a little bit more natural.
When you talk about Norris, everybody talks about his shooting ability, but does his playmaking ability maybe get short-sighted there? Is he a better playmaker than maybe he gets credit for?
Yeah, of course. I think anytime you have someone who's a really good shooter, sometimes I know for me it's a tendency. You want to play to your strength and shoot anytime you can, and but it doesn't mean you don't have the ability to make plays, and I think he's one of them. I think he sees the ice really well, and I think the fact that he's got such great speed, it kind of demands a lot of presence from the other team, which opens up other things on the ice. So excited to continue to play with them and see what we can do.
Tage, naturally, every team right now feels optimistic, as they should. You're about to start a season. Is there a reason why this team feels optimistic, this group feels optimistic heading into a season that you can point to?
I mean, why wouldn't you? That's really the only reason I have. Is there's no reason for us not to feel optimistic. I think, like I said, every team starts with 0 points. There's no advantages, spread out across the league. So I think we have an opportunity to do something pretty special here, and I think that's what gets everybody excited.
Well, you're going to have to face adversity right off the bat. You don't have you don't have Michael Kesselring, who they brought in here to be a big part of your defense. So how do you overcome that right off the bat, that you have to overcome some of those things in the first game?
I think you just look at it as an opportunity. I think, obviously those are big holes to fill, and give someone in our lineup an opportunity to step up and make an impact. And I think the people that we have in this room take pride in that. And it's an opportunity. They play the game with a chip on their shoulder and want to help the team win, and now's an opportunity to do that. So just means some other guys got to carry the mail, and that's what you want from the team. You want guys in the room that want to do that, want to be the guys. So I think we have that.
82-game season. It's a long one, but how important is it to kick down the door game one for this locker room, for this community?
Yeah, I think it's very important for us to get off to a good start. Obviously, point-wise, points are big, especially early in the season. You want to get off to a big start. But I think for us, playing the game the right way and not getting discouraged if the points don't come right away. I think our mindset has to just be playing the game the way it needs to be played. I think you do that, everything will fall into place, and I think that's kind of the main message.
You saw the improvement in Cooley last year. You played a lot with him.
Thank you, Tage.
Here he is in his next season. He looks improved already, and he gets to play with a couple of veterans in Zucker and Tuch. What do you see in him to maybe be a number 2 center on your hockey team?
Yeah, I love playing with Cooley. I thought we had a really good chemistry last year. I think for being such a young guy, his game is really mature, which I think helps extremely well for him playing with 2 other veteran guys, with Zucks and Tucky. I think it's a pretty solid line on both sides of the puck. Guys that can contribute offensively and defensively. I think for Cooley, I think when he's at the top of his game, he's shooting the puck and he's not thinking, he's just playing. And I think confidence is a big thing. Everyone knows he's got an unbelievable shot and really good skill. So I think for us, we just need him feeling himself, and I think those are two great guys on his line that are going to help get him going. He's had a great preseason, so he's just got to hit the ground running here, and I think he's going to be a huge piece for our team this year. I think he's got an extremely high ceiling that maybe a lot of people don't believe how high it can be. I think there's obviously the projections on what people see. I think he can score 30 to 40 easily. He's got that good of a shot, and is just his smarts for scoring goals is there. So I'm excited to see him play this year, and I have no doubt he's going to be a big piece for us.